Adriana, are you there? This is your old friend Abigail. Long time no see. Huh? Abigail? I guess I forgot to block your number, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Bye-bye. Now, hold your horses there, Adriana. Are you actually still upset at me for everything that happened 8 years ago? And on an even more serious note, do you still have things going on with your ex-boyfriend that I stole from you back then? Gross! That guy was from all the way back in high school, Adriana. But I guess those were the best years of your life, huh? It's sad to think about, really. That's not it at all. I'm just upset still by the fact that you stole my ex-boyfriend back in the day, but neither of you told me until senior year, and then when I found out, he left me for you. So why would I have any interest in that guy after what you both did to me? Oh, right. Well, whatever then, I guess. And anyway, right now what I've come to talk about has nothing to do with that drama. And what's that? I heard that you're married now. And what about that? Well, it just so happens that something went on at the class reunion from half a year ago. And? How does the class reunion have anything to do with the fact that I'm married? Your husband came to that class reunion. Really? Well, at the time, I had heard that the two of you were married while he was there, and I just wanted to let you know that I might have to steal another man from you. And at the time, I wasn't able to find you anywhere at the reunion to tell you. But I guess it's already too late, because everything went exactly as I said. So that class reunion and me being married, what do they have to do with one another? So I'm saying your husband is now my man to keep. No. Because my husband has never gone to any class reunions. And even if he did, he wasn't even in the same class as us, so he would have never been invited to the event in the first place. Wait, are you starting to freak out already? I'm sure realizing that I have now stolen 2 men from you in your lifetime is a pretty hard fact to swallow, but come on, you shouldn't lie to me about where he's been. I'm not lying, though. All right. Then I guess I'll get all my facts straight and show you that you're lying. I know that at the event I took your 7 figures a year man and brought him back home with me for the night. So I really am sorry for stealing your man again. A salary of 7 figures? I'd really like it if you guys would hurry up and get divorced, please and thank you. I'm still confused by who you're talking about right now. All right, I've already told you everything you need to know. See ya. Wait a sec, Abigail? I'm back again, Adriana. This is the gal that is having a very romantic relationship with your husband, Abigail. What? I can't believe how amazing a man your husband really is. It's already awesome having his income of 7 figures, but the way our love matches each other so well, it must mean that we've been destined to be with each other forever. So I think it's about time for you to divorce him and leave him for me. That's why I said this before. My husband was not in the same class as us. Whoever you're talking about right now has nothing to do with me, and is for sure not my husband. Who even is the guy you're on about? You already know his name, so I'm not going to go through the trouble of saying it for you. Well, if you don't tell me who he is, then this conversation is going to go nowhere. Well, if I have to. His name is James. James! James? I don't really know who that is. Well, I guess there was one guy named James in our class, but to be honest, I can't even remember what his face looked like. Oh? Are you going to try and act dumb for me now? There's no way a wife would ever be forgetting her husband's name like that. Well, that's why I'm saying that I don't know who that guy is, Abigail. My husband does not have that name, okay? Fine, then why don't you tell me your husband's name then? Well, even if I tell you, you won't know who he is. Ah, so you're too afraid to tell me. So in other words, your husband is James. Fine, I'll tell you. My husband's name is Leo. Leo? Really? Leo? Yeah, that's my husband's name. And I'm sure you don't know who he is, right? Hold on, Adriana. I think I see what you're doing here. And what do you think I'm trying? I get it. I'll play along and believe you. Man, this is so crazy after all. Abigail? Well, if you're just going to keep playing dumb and lying to me, I'll have to change my tactics and find a different way to get him out of your hands. Tactics? Well, I'm going to get going now. See you again! I'm back again, Adriana. I've finally come to tell you that this is my last time saying this, but your husband is all mine. I know that last time I asked you for your husband's name, right? And I know that I didn't make any mistakes about who he really is. Well, it did take me a little time to do my research, but I even found out that he will be making $1.2 million this year. So you really must be pretty afraid of letting go of him now, huh? A salary of $1.2 million next year? I'm still a little lost on who you're talking about this time. James? Really? Well, because you told me the name of your husband, I actually left that James guy and came after Leo instead. No, my husband does not make that kind of money in a year. Wait, are you saying he makes even more than that? Awesome, that's even better for me. That's not really what I meant by that. James was a great guy and all, but his older brother Leon bringing in so much money makes him way better. Leon? I made sure to change my target to him so that I'd be stealing your husband. Well, Abigail, that guy is also not my husband. Excuse me? Well, my husband is from Italy and he has no brothers and his name is just Leo. What? So I think you misheard me or something and took that for Leon. I guess I should have been a bit more forward that his name was just Leo and it wasn't just a nickname. Wait, huh? And because of the way you've been mistaking these men for my husband, I had to ask a high school friend about all of this. That James guy's wife is actually Adrian, and yes, she was going to the same high school as us, but she didn't come there until junior year and wasn't even in our class either. What? Adrian? She just moved back to her hometown 4 years ago and then 2 years later married James. What? I'm sure that you'd been confused by that too, and so I have to ask, did you really mishear her name and think that you were looking for Adriana instead of Adrian? Because it's a stretch, but I can see how you got confused by our names. This was all based off of what my friend told me, but what do you think? Seems that things are starting to all come together now, huh? Well, when I heard that James's wife's name started with an A, I thought it was you again. I see. Well, I know that you didn't ask for me to tell you any of this, but just to be sure, my husband is actually from Italy and has been living in America for a while now. So that's why I was saying there's no way he'd have been invited to a class reunion here in the States. And there would definitely be no way that he'd know who you are and you him. Well, that doesn't matter. I'll start going after Leo for real now. What? Up until now, I've been holding back all this time, and it seems everyone has been making me feel stupid. And after stealing your ex-boyfriend back in the day, I have had the drive to come back and steal more from you. If I can't get your husband as my own, then I'll never be satisfied. Are you a freaking idiot, Abigail? What? Have you ever heard of the words court and settlement? What? Why are you bringing that all up? Well, the two guys that you've been messing with, James and Leon, well, both of them have wives right now. And so what? I don't care. It's not my fault that I'm the most sexy and amazing girl around that is able to get any guy she wants to like her and sleep with her. But that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. What? Even if you are able to get either Leon or James to be with you, doesn't change the fact that you go around stealing different men from their wives, but you are the worst of the worst when it comes to women. I mean, you even just bragged about sleeping around with different men that you stole away from their own family. And? Well, I'm just saying that you are worse than a woman, even worse than most witches and crap. What are you getting at? I think you're in the position to receive a whole lot of complaints from a whole lot of women, and soon to follow a whole lot of settlements that you'll have to pay up. Listen, what you've been doing recently has been a whole lot of really bad crap. And what's even worse is both of those men were mistakes while you were trying to find my husband. You really are a dunce, Abigail. That's really all you are. What's this all about? You're just pissed because the girl that stole your man years ago is back for more and you can't stop her. I told you before that I'm not upset about you having the ability to take other people's partners, especially over the stuff that happened then. I'm more just troubled by the fact that you think this is all okay, and that now you're going after married couples like that's the same as just stealing an unmarried couple's man. You need to shut up a little. All this talk about me being in the wrong is really going to rile me up. Are you serious? I just told you all of these things, and yet you still don't see how deep of a hole you dug yourself? Me? I'm in no hole. You literally just had an affair with 2 married men. If their wives find out, you will be screwed by a lot of settlements. You have to understand that that's not a good thing, right? Oh, I see. Well, those 2 wealthy men will already be there, ready to pay for whatever I owe. No, I don't think so. I think that those 2 have already lost their jobs and the money they said they'd be making. Huh? They were fired? Well, I heard that both Leon and James were working for Adrian's father's company, but he will find out about the 2 of them cheating with you, so... He will? Yeah, well, he already has, actually. I told you that I'd be telling all of them about this, didn't I? Well, I told both of their wives just a second ago while we've been texting. You're kidding. And we even talked about how the 2 of them were about to open their own businesses linked to the company their dad owns. But since you were so focused on trying to steal my husband, you didn't stop to think about the harm that all of your stupid games caused for everyone. Stupid games? I guess it was also those husbands' faults as well for going out with you, so maybe this was all just a little too unstable to begin with, their relationships. But maybe they'll come to marry you after having lost everything. But that would mean that you'd have to choose between one or the other. Right now, I'm coming over to your house. Huh? Right now? You told me that your husband Leo is a foreigner, right? That'll be even better than either of those 2 jobless losers. So I'm coming over to your place right now to steal that man of yours. So tell me your address. Do you need to go see a doctor or something? I swear there is something seriously wrong with your brain right now. What? Well, even if you did have my address somehow, I'm not even in America at the moment. About a year ago, Leo had finished his business agreement working for a company over here in the US, but since that ended, we both moved back over to his hometown in Italy. Italy? And so now that you'll be all caught up in the court system trying to pay off all those soon-to-be-made settlements, I doubt you'll have the time or money to make your way over here. How much will those settlements be, you think? Well, at least over 100,000 total, and that's if they go easy on you. $100,000? Did you seriously not think about how much people can ask for when going against the person that ruined their relationships? I just thought 300 to 400 or so. Man, you were way off, huh? Well, this is what you asked for by going after 2 brothers that worked together under the company of their wife's father. But then they shouldn't need this kind of money from me, and I don't have nearly enough. Well, that's not going to be my problem now, is it? And to think, you were so confident in your skills of being able to steal other women's husbands that this simple punishment for those crimes went right over your head. But soon you'll understand just how many people you hurt and what has been coming for you for a long time now. It didn't take long for Abigail to realize the full weight of what she'd done. After our conversation, both brothers she had affairs with confronted her, furious at how she'd ruined their lives. Their wives weren't just angry, they were ready for war. Legal notices soon piled up, each one demanding massive settlements. But that was only the beginning. Word spread quickly, and soon 3 more men came forward with lawsuits of their own. It turned out Abigail had spent years preying on married men, leaving a trail of destruction behind her. The whole thing exploded into a scandal, making headlines as one of the biggest cases of infidelity and fraud in years. When I first saw the news, I was floored. I had known she was reckless, but I never imagined just how deep her deception ran. The financial ruin that followed was relentless. The settlements stacked up so high that she had no hope of ever escaping the pit she dug for herself. Every single lawsuit chipped away at whatever life she had left, and honestly, I can't say I feel bad. I still don't understand what kind of thrills she got from tearing families apart. Maybe she thought it made her powerful, stealing husbands just to prove she could. She once bragged to me about taking my husband, laughing like it was all a game. But looking at where she ended up, it's clear that the only person she destroyed was herself. As for those two brothers, they paid the price too. They lost their jobs, their families, and their dignity. Their parents must be furious knowing both their sons got played by a woman like her. I doubt they'll ever recover from this mess. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.